If you've never tried working with the Gemini API from your web apps, you absolutely should. I came across it a few months ago and I got immediately excited. Think about all the possibilities, all the things we can achieve by adding AI to our web products. So I started building things with it. But then I started concerning if my API key would be safe if any of these apps went to production. The examples you can find in the Gemini documentation usually show the API key stored in a variable, but they warn us that this is not a good practice. For production, Google recommends using the Vertex AI and Firebase. So in this video, you're gonna learn how to do it step by step so you can start using Gen AI in your web apps. Before we get started, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Web Schools. Thank you so much, and let's get this rolling. We're going to start with this React application. You can find the link for the source code in the description of the video. The first time you get it and open with Visual Studio Code, go to the terminal and run npm I to install all dependencies. Then you can just type vite, and this is going to be running locally, so you can open it in the web browser. This is the project that I was showing in the beginning, so you can upload images or PDF files. Let me show you an example. Then we are going to get a summary of the image from Gemini, and we can also ask questions about it. Now for this to work for you, you're gonna need to create a new Gemini API key and replace it here in the project you downloaded. You need to do this in the summary component and also in the chat component. This is just so you can quickly experiment with the application and get to know how it's done. But now let's move this implementation to Firebase. So let's go to console.firebase.google.com so we can create a new Firebase project. Then if you have multiple Gmail accounts, just go to the top right and make sure you are logged in with your correct Gmail account for that project. Now you can go to create a project. Let me call this document-image processing. This is the one we are going to use for this example. Let's go to continue. I'm not going to enable Google Analytics for now. Let's create the project. Now the project is ready. Let's take some steps to get started with our web application. So right here in the list, we can choose web. Let's register the app. Now we need to install the Firebase dependency to the project. So let me copy this and go back to Visual Studio Code. Let me just clear the console and run npm install Firebase. Now let's go back there and we're gonna need to create a new configuration file for Firebase and add these keys. Now let's go to the root folder of the project and create a new folder called Firebase. Inside here, I'm going to create a new file called config.js, and let's paste all that code from Firebase. Now going back there, let's go to the console, and here we have this option of build with Gemini. Here we have Vertex AI in Firebase. Let's click Get Started. Now here we need to change the plan to pay as you go. So we need to create a billing account and then choose this plan. So let's do that now. I'm going to go to Google Cloud, agree and continue. Let's confirm the country and currency. Now let's create a new payment profile. And in this case, you should be entering your real address. Now let's add a new payment method. Let's add a credit card. Even though we have to enter the credit card number, this is going to be free. We're not going to pay anything, and we will be able to set an alert in case we are exceeding the free limit. So I just added a payment method, confirm purchase. And as I've mentioned, you are not going to be charged just because you enter your credit card info. This is a pay-as-you-go plan, and you have a big free limit so you can experiment with Gemini. So let me confirm the identity. So my bank is asking me to confirm. As you can see, the value is 0. Let me accept it. Now let's choose a budget of €1. Let's continue, and let's click Link Cloud Billing Account. Now let's click Done. Agree to the terms of service, and this should be all we need. Let's enable APIs and add the Vertex AI SDK for Firebase. So let's go to the instructions. Now this step we already did, which was installing Firebase. We can scroll down to initialize the Vertex AI service. Now let's import get Vertex AI and the get generative model. Let's go back to the Firebase configuration file and let's add it here. And now we are going to initialize the service from the configuration file. So right below the app, we're going to initialize the service. We just need to be careful here because the variable name is different. So instead of Firebase app, let's change it to app, which is the name of the variable that came with the configuration file. And since we are using the Gemini 1.5 Flash for both our components, we can also create the model from here. Now, in order to make this variable a bit more meaningful, I'm going to change its name to Gemini model, and I'm going to export it so we can use from other components. Now we have all the Firebase configuration set up. We are starting the Vertex service, and we are exporting the variable that carries the model so we can use from other components. Now let's go to the summary component, which is one of the components that we're using the Gemini API key. And let's import the model from here. Let's remember we created as Gemini model. So now we can delete these two lines. And down here, instead of calling the local model variable, we are going to call the Gemini model from the Firebase configuration file. Now let's do the same thing in the chat component. So let's import the Gemini model, delete these two variables, and down here we can call the Gemini model instead. Now it's time to test this out. Let's go to the terminal. I already have this running. If you don't, you can just type vite to have it running in the web browser. So let me go back there. Let me refresh the page. Let me just open the inspector to check for any errors. Let's choose a file. And as you can see, this is working just like before. Let me ask some question. When was this painted? So this is working fine. And now if we go to sources, we can go to that source folder, go to the components, we can go to the chat, and as you can see, we don't have the API key exposed from here anymore. So this is the secure way of integrating the Gemini API into your web applications. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to support the web schools. And if you want to check out my complete Gen AI for web apps course, please check the description of this video to get the link with the promotional discount. So I'll see you next time.